Just want to make a video on basically life advice or career advice, whatever, on the topic of, basically something that's near and dear to me is near and dear, just getting anxious in different situations and understanding that feeling. Basically, we all have different things in our jobs. I'm a computer programmer by day, and that's a lot of what I do. Working through problems and making sure not to devote too much time or anything. But basically, I just wanted to talk, and hopefully the background noise isn't too bad. There's a lot of dogs nearby. There's always problems barking at us. Ha ha ha. And there's also a train too. So, good metaphors around there. But basically, our motivation in life isn't necessarily like a static speed of a train where it's all the same speed at the same time. There's ups and downs. Sometimes that train goes backwards before it can go forwards. 2 steps back, 1 step forward, and it's like you can have what's weird to me is like you could have the best skill set in the world, the best knowledge in the world. Like, hey, .NET framework in and out, and debugging, and how many different things. I guess speaking of like myself, so to speak, there's a lot of great skill sets that I have as far as knowledge of an Android and iPhone, basically just usage, not as much development at all, barely, but just the usage of those phones, and I'm a really good debugger and documenter when needed. But basically, enough about me on that aspect. But basically, what I wanted to share with people. Hopefully, this is really, really helpful for you. Something that I've struggled with for years, just realizing that you don't, like, a few things, like you don't always have to have things completed to move on. To switch jobs. That was a big mental struggle for me, and would have made my life a lot easier had I have realized that. But basically, there was this combination of, like, for me, of that, and also the aspect of anxiety and how that makes a person feel. I didn't realize that. I was actually feeling sick, and I would go home sick. I would take sick days when I got anxious, and I didn't know any better. I ended up using, I think in 2015, the first half of it, I think I used upwards of like 8 or maybe 10 sick days, and it wasn't necessarily good, and I didn't necessarily know the difference at times, but if I would have known, hey, I would have known. But basically, let's see. Just realizing that was what was going on. If I'm feeling sick, that's okay. Just because you're feeling worked up or upset doesn't mean you need to stop what you're doing or retreat, so to speak. And you can still stay in that same place and continue the activity. There's been a lot of situations that I say I can help, and then I end up getting nauseous, and basically in the the professional front. And like for me, I need to realize that, hey, just keep giving. You don't necessarily need to go home and lay down per se, but maybe just doing another task and trying something else out, doing some other research, or maybe something personal, just to take your mind off of it as much as that takes, and that's okay. It's still basically you're being of value to yourself and to the company you work for just by basically being who you are. And I'm sure every person brings a unique skill set to to the world, and that they can give that. So I hope this message is helpful for everyone. Initially my idea was for just IT professionals, but I'm sure it can be extended to any path in life. And yeah, I hope everyone caught that with all the noise going on, but that'll do it. And yeah, I hope everyone has a fabulous day. And if you're watching this around the holidays, Merry Christmas. Bye.